With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello students, so the question is the value of integration a to b x minus of a bracket cube b minus of x bracket raised to 4 dx is b minus of a raised to m divided by n. Then we have to find here the values of m and n. So let's see the solution here. So simply to find the value of m and n, we have to evaluate the integration, that is integration of a to b in bracket x minus of a, that bracket cube in bracket b minus of x bracket raised to 4 dx. So for this we will use the substitution method, that is let x is equals to a cos square of theta plus b sin square of theta. Okay, so differentiating on both sides we get dx is equals to a common, derivative of cos square theta will be 2 cos of theta into derivative of cos theta is nothing but minus of sin theta. Okay, plus b common, derivative of sin square theta will be 2 sin of theta into derivative of cos of sin of theta will be how much, that is cos of theta whole will be in the bracket d theta. So on substituting this here, or before of that, let us simplify this. So it would become how much, that is if we take 2 as a common, so in bracket it will remain b minus of a into sin of theta into cos of theta d theta. Okay, so on substituting this here, our integration will become, that is integration of a to b. Okay, also this limit will also going to be changed here. So let us change the limit. So on putting the value of x as a, the value of theta will be here how much, that is 0. On putting the value of x as b, value of theta will become pi by 2. So on substituting this here, our integration will become integration of 0 to pi by 2. In the place of x we will say a cos square of theta plus b sin square of theta, okay, minus of a, that bracket cube into, now in the second bracket we will say b minus of a cos square of theta plus minus will become minus of b sin square of theta, that bracket raised to 4d, in the place of dx we will say 2 into b minus of a into sin of theta into cos theta d theta, right? Now if we take this constant term to outside the integration, so what we get, this implies 2 in bracket b minus of a integration of 0 to pi by 2. Okay, now in this bracket if we take a as a common, or while if we take minus of a as a common, okay, so what will remain here, cos square theta plus 1, it will become 1 minus cos square theta, and 1 minus cos square theta is nothing but sin square theta. So this will simply become sin square of theta plus b sin square of theta will be as it is here into, if we take b as a common, so it will become 1 minus sin square theta, which is nothing but cos square theta. So it will simply become b cos square of theta minus of a cos square of theta into, here we will have sin of theta into cos of theta d theta, right? So further simplifying it, we get 2 b minus of a integration of 0 to pi by 2 will be as it is. On taking sin square theta as common, here it will remain b minus of a into sin square of theta. On taking cos square theta as common, here it will remain b minus of a into cos square of theta. Do one correction, this is cube, okay, and this is raised to 4, so it will become out 3 to the 6, okay, this will become sin raised to 6 times of theta, and it would become cos raised to 4 to the 8, right? Or we will say cos square of theta, that bracket raised to 4 into sin of theta into cos of theta d theta, b minus of a, it's a cube, it will become out, and here it will be b minus of a raised to 4, okay. So if we take constant term to outside, so this will become 2 in bracket b minus of a plus 1 plus 3 plus 4 will become how much, that is 8, okay. integration of 0 to pi by 2. Here it will remain sine raised to 7 times of theta. Okay, this one sine theta will be get added here. So obviously this powers will be get added. 6 plus 1 will become 7, right? Into, now in the place of cos square theta, we will say 1 minus sine square of theta raised to 4 into cos of theta d theta. Okay, now again we will do the substitution here, that is, let sine of theta is equals to t. On differentiating we get cos of theta d theta is equals to dt. While the limits will going to change, that is, on putting the value of theta as 0, the value of t will be tends to how much? That is 0. And when we will put value of theta as pi by 2, so the value of t will tends to 1. Okay, because sine of pi by 2 is nothing but 1. So on substituting this here, our integration will become 2b minus of a raised to 8 integration of 0 to 1. Okay, sine raised to 7 of theta. This will become how much? That is t raised to 7 times. Okay, 1 minus of t square. This is raised to 4. Okay, into cos theta d theta will become how much? That is dt. Now if you open this bracket 1 minus t square raised to 4 by using the formula, so this will become how much? That is integration 0 to 1 t raised to 7 will be as it is in bracket. It will be open like 1 minus 4 t raised to 2 plus 6 times of t raised to 4 minus of 4 into t raised to 6, okay, plus t raised to 8 into dt. Okay, now if you multiply t raised to 7 to inside, so this implies 2 in bracket b minus of 8, b minus a raised to 8 integration of 0 to 1 in bracket, it would become t raised to 7 minus of 4 into t raised to 2, and t raised to 7 will become how much? T raised to 9. Okay, plus 6 into t raised to 4 plus t raised to 7. Okay, t raised to 4 into t raised to 7 will become t raised to 11. Okay, minus of 4 into t raised to 6 and t raised to 7 will become how much? T raised to 13 plus t raised to 8 and t raised to 7 will become how much? That is 15 dt. Now if we simply apply the integration formula here, so this implies 2 in bracket b minus of a raised to 8 in bracket, here we will have t raised to 8 divided by 8 minus of 4 t raised to 10 divided by 10 plus 6 into t raised to 12 divided by 12. Okay, minus of 4 t raised to 14 divided by 14. Okay, plus t raised to 16 divided by 16. Okay, by using the formula of integration x raised to n dx, this is equals to x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. Okay, so by using this formula, we have expanded. Okay, 7 plus 1 will become 8 by 8. Okay, so this implies 2 in bracket b minus of a, that bracket raised to 8 in bracket. Okay, here a limit will be from 0 to 1. So on putting the 1 here, what it will become? This implies 1 by 8 minus 4 divided by 10 plus 6 by 12 minus of 4 by 14 plus 1 divided by 16, and on putting the value as 0, all the terms will be 0. So finally on simplifying this, what we get? We get 2 in bracket b minus of a, that bracket raised to 8 in bracket, it will become 1 by 8 minus 2 by 5 plus 6 upon 12 will be nothing but 1 by 2. 2 divided by 7 minus of 2 divided by 7 plus 1 divided by 16. So on solving this, what we get? We get the final value as b minus of a raised to 8 divided by 280. So as per the question, we have given this value is equals to this much. Okay, so on comparing, what we get? Okay, if we compare with the given one, that is b minus of a raised to m divided by n, we get the value of m is equals to 8 and value of n is equals to 280. So here our final answer, that is m comma n, this will be equals to how much? That is 8 comma 280. And this is what our final answer. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.